Hello and welcome, my Sagittarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading in celebration of the spring equinox for my Sagittarius friends. So as I was planning for this reading and I was starting to look at that initial buds of growth and abundance that spring and spring equinox usually symbolizes, Archangel Gabriel came to me and said, actually there's a lot more that spring and the spring equinox are going to offer people, and we need to explore that, so she wants to start to take over this reading. I absolutely love it when they do this because I never know what's going to happen next. So we are going to have a reading with the basis of that initial growth and abundance, and we're going to see how Archangel Gabriel starts to mold and define this reading. For this reading, I have chosen the Wizard's Tarot, the Enchanted Map Oracle, and then also the Angel Inspiration Oracle. And like always, there are links below to all these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Sagittarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say today. What guidance and wisdom can we share with my Sagittarius friends for spring equinox and the season of spring? The Six of Swords. Sixes are about balance and harmony. The Sword's about truth and knowledge. The Six of Swords talks about needing to move forward. Even though we're carrying a lot of baggage, a lot of things that are holding us back, we need to keep moving ourselves forward. We need to take that baggage, those past events and situations with us. Even if it's slowing us down, slow progression is still progression. The Five of Swords. Fives are always a conflictuary number. They always bring us instability and conflict. The Five of Swords talks about that conflict that we're going to feel between ourselves and others because we're not understanding what's truly happening. We're misinterpreting those events due to past experiences, and we're reacting. We're not thinking about it, we're just reacting. We need to take some time to explore self so that we are not so reactive. Rather, we can make positive, high vibrational decisions rather than just lashing out. We have the Moon, the 18th card in the Major Arcana. The Moon talks about those mysterious uncertainties in our lives. We are taught at a young age that everything scary comes out at night, and that we should fear the night. We should fear those unknowns. Rather than taking that unknown for those exciting opportunities that it brings us, we should fear it, which doesn't help with that evolution. That fear-based thought pattern is ego-driven. We need to relax that fear and truly embrace things for that amazing opportunity and aspects it brings us. When we slow down, reflect in, and critically think about stuff, that's when we're going to be able to gain the knowledge that's going to help us. We've got a lot of swords here. Knowledge is going to be key. Not the emotions that we've attached to those situations and events. We need to take the knowledge, not the emotion. The Eight of Wands. Eights are always about movement and manifestation. The wand, that inner passion, that fire, that courage and determination. Let's be honest, we're taking on our ego this spring. We're going to need that courage and determination. But what's more, the Eight of Wands talks about that movement. The original card, Pamela Coleman Smith, had that movement from the heavens to the earth. through gaining insight and direction from those high vibrational beings and the universe, we're going to be able to tear down those scaries. We're going to really be able to challenge our ego. And we're going to find fulfillment and joy on the other side, because we're going to be able to tap into our passions and our creativities on a different level. The moon is a gatekeeper. There's also always a lot of water with the moon. The moon is a connection in to those high vibrational beings, and more importantly, our intuitive creativity. That intuitive creativity is going to help us with that abundance piece. Yes, that self-exploration is going to be essential for you. However, it can really get hard. So focusing in on that abundance is also going to be helpful. So let's look at this abundance. What abundance and growth can my Sagittarius friends expect with the spring equinox and the season of spring? Slow and steady. Like I said before with the Six of Swords, slow progression, steady progression is amazing. We like to add speed to things. We want to rush through everything. And when we rush through things, it's when we miss important aspects and details. Magic Stream. This card talks about how everything is interrelated and connected. We're going to use that connection to our advantage. We can start to manipulate and change different aspects in our lives to our advantage. Because when you change one thing, something else is impacted. Using that interconnectedness to our advantage. Golden Palace. With our speed also comes the thought patterns that there is only so much abundance and wealth. Actually, it's furthest from the truth. The universe works on an infinite scale. There's no ending, there's no beginning. There is more than enough for everybody. Additionally, what people need to manifest and want to manifest, their golden palace, is different, and it's also in a different place. We don't all have that same end destination. We all are at different parts of our journey and different aspects. So that golden palace is different for everybody. Additionally, like I said, we're working on an infinite scale rather than a finite scale. Now, I just noticed as I was going through with the Golden Palace, we have the 18th card in the Oracle here. We also have the Moon, which is the 18th card in the Major Arcana. Now, you're going to have times in your life where you have those multiple numbers, but you may not know what a double 18 means. Off the top of my head, I don't know either. However, you can bring it down. In angel messages, multiple 10s indicate a time of personal development and spiritual enlightenment. So that does bode true. It reinforces what we're saying here. Also, that double 8 then. And actually, if you look at it, we've got another 8 on the table. When you have that multiple 8, the angels are telling you, this is a time to stay true to your passions, that abundance is coming your way. So again, something that resonates true with what we're talking about. Then we have Sad Embrace. We are looking at making some shifts and changes. We're looking at taking on our ego. Anytime we're looking at taking on our ego, it means we have to release things that aren't working. We know some of our ideas and thoughts aren't helping us. They're not for our greater good. Sad Embrace reminds us that yes, there is a point in time that we have to release things in our lives. It may be sad, it may be hard. However, it's necessary. It's necessary for that growth and for that abundance. All right, we're going to end off with Archangel Gabriel, and she's hucking cards. What further guidance and support can you offer my Sagittarius friends? Generosity. This is Archangel Raphael in this card. Generosity talks about sharing our energies, sharing our resources, being generous with those around us, but more importantly, being generous to self. We're looking at a time where we need to do some self-exploration, some self-challenging, being generous and compassion towards yourself as you go through this journey, as you're releasing things, and as you're moving forward. Archangel Zadkiel, an amazing archangel. He works with self-forgiveness and compassion. Exactly what we were talking about. When we start to forgive ourselves and have compassion with ourselves regarding our past experiences, those situations and events, we can start to heal them. It goes back down to Archangel Raphael. We can have him help us heal from those. Having compassion to self, where you are in your journey, because where you're at is exactly where you need to be. May not be where you want to be, but it's where you need to be right now. Having that compassion and love for self will help you move towards where you want to be, where it's more aligned with that soul's deeper purpose. And then finally, Archangel Gabriel herself. We're missing messages that are right in front of us. It's amazing how the angels like to leave messages hidden within plain sight and how we can so easily miss them. Slowing down so that we are able to receive the guidance and messages that we need. We've got the Eight of Wands in play, right? That information from the heavens towards us. Taking the time to ask, because you have to ask, they're high vibrational beings. They can't just step in because they want to. We have to ask them to come forward and to support us. Ask them, and I usually suggest in an open-ended way for support so that they can come in and support us and help to guide us in ways that we may not know. So if you have a lot of specifics, you really stop them from helping you in ways that you may not know. If you ask for general help, just saying that, you know what, you want to look at releasing and forgiving yourself for past experiences and how you acted, reacted, and were part of that situation, gives Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Raphael and Archangel Shamuel the room to wiggle around and heal where you need to be healed. Giving that forgiveness energy where it needs to. Asking Archangel Gabriel to send you those messages that you need. And whatever messages that you need. And to help you to see those messages. Open-ended things like that help to bring about a more enriched message and support. And I always suggest thanking them and having gratitude afterwards. So I want to thank Archangel Gabriel for all her amazing guidance and wisdom and for taking over this reading, because I adore the way that you connect in and share your wisdom. And I want to thank you guys for joining me today and watching this video. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. As you can see here, you really never know where I'm going to go next, because sometimes I don't even know where I'm going next. The best way to stay connected so you don't miss any of this amazing healing and insight is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings and healings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Sagittarius friends.